Where's your product?
This is the product. I have figured out things don't work out for me here. I'm fairly qualified to take an assistant manager's job at a daycare center. Don't print that.
With how good Oregon's offense is, do you think their defense might get overlooked a little bit? It's been pretty good this year.
Yeah, they're always good, you know. I mean, they're very athletic. They'll shoot what, number 2, number 3 team in the country. You know, I've been lucky enough to go up and play them 2 years when I was at Arizona State. Yeah, it's good defense. Alioti does a great job up there with it. They're really, in my estimations, they're, you know, schematically and as far as speed and stuff like that, very similar to our defense. So it's been great working against our guys this week.
What do you see on film from their corner, Issa and Trey Loman?
Two good guys. I mean, I think they're both good. I don't think one's any less or more than the other. They're good there. They're good as safeties. I mean, they're what, all, you know, the junior, senior back, you know, at the back end, their front. You know, long guys in the front. They can run at the linebacker spot. All those great things an offensive coordinator loves to hear, right? But no, and he does a great job, you know, with their scheme. They never panic on defense. They, you know, keep things in front of them and run to the football. It's going to be a great, like every week, you know. We knew coming into us that you're getting a chance this last week and this week coming up, you get a chance to line up and play against, you know, the top defenses, you know, in the country. And so it's a great challenge for our kids.
How's the offensive line coming around?
They're good. I mean, you know what? I'm excited about it. You know, obviously, you know, not having Simon, not having Torian, not having all those guys, but I'm really excited about, you know, the progress that Caleb and Alex has made on that right side. And now with Quiz jumping in there, my other freshman at the guard. I mean, I'm really excited about him. And I mean, God, what a great experience for these kids. You know, get it going on the road, go play against the top team in the country on TV. I mean, that's why they signed up to do these kind of things. And you know, so we're, you know, it's just next guy up for us. I mean, I really, they're all the same. You know, whether they've played in 30 games or played in 2 games, and we treat them all the same. And I think they're all going to do a good job. I'm excited to watch them play the game.
Does it change your play calling at all, having that many kind of young guys on the O-line and experienced guys?
Nah, I'm not very smart anyway, so I don't have a lot of plays anyway. So, not really. I think what it does is it just maybe, if anything, maybe it just cuts down on volume. You know, we're not going to change. We are what we are, and you know, maybe we cut down a little bit on volume. And you know, with Brett back there, I really expect Brett to you know, play a really solid game. He's really, you know, every week for these kids is that, you know, series of events in a season or in your life that kind of mold and kind of make you better at things. And I think all of them go through, every position, you know, every quarterback goes through that. And I think he's kind of excited about, you know, getting ready to get back up on the horse.
How's he doing so far at guard?
He's done good. Yeah. I mean, find out Saturday, 4:30. Be there.
So a half hour into the game?
Yeah. You know, go ahead. Hey, go ahead and text me. Half hour into the game.
How's it going?
He's doing great.
You've never answered any of my other in-game texts. I kept sending down Ron Nelson more.
But it's those nasty ones you send at halftime that I don't read.
That's all right. I post them too. Everybody else does. You're talking about Brett. I mean, were you able to pinpoint what has been kind of a little off with him? You're looking at the film?
You mean just from last week?
Last week and the goal line things against Cal.
Yeah, so we missed a couple throws there. He still was, what, 31 for 41 for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Right?
Yeah, but Halliday threw for 600 yards.
Who? You know, yeah, I mean, it's easy to nitpick, and, you know, and this is what happens, right? It's all of a sudden your expectations, right? He's not supposed to miss those. He's supposed to do this and do that. Yeah, I mean, it's things that just repetitions and him keep doing things, and sometimes maybe he he might press a little bit too hard, you know, to be perfect. I mean, I turn on the TV and I watch, you know, every week, you know, the Tom Brady's of the world and those guys, you know, every now and then you got a game like that. The thing is where's his next step? Where does he take his next step from there? All right, does he learn? All right, does he learn and correct some of the little things? And then on the other side of that is, you know, there was a little bit of issues, you know, when a couple guys go down the line as far as that's a pretty dang good defense that we played last week.
So that was my next question: is how much is his missing some guys or being short on throws or something? How much is that attributable to the fact that he's running for his life sometimes?
Oh, no doubt. It would be like that for all of us, right? You know, and then there's a little bit of him getting comfortable with, you know, all of a sudden there's 3 guys in the line that weren't there that was playing with him since August 1st. And there's sort of different guys. So those guys getting a little bit better. Him learning those guys. Me learning those guys, right? And doing a better job of protecting some of those guys up front. So
how do you learn to throw and throw accurately on the run?
I don't know, but we're getting a lot of practice at it.
But I mean, is there certain techniques you try to tell them that, you know, when you have to be in motion and throwing, you know, what do you have to remember to do?
Yeah, I mean, but that's all strictly just fundamental football, right? That they start August 1st.
Right.
You know,
so
working drill work. You know,
what are those things that he needs to remember?
You know, I mean, if you want me to go into the whole, all right, the whole, what's the word, mechanics of it, right?
Yeah, it's not on your website.
Yeah, don't overstride. Don't overstride in it. All right, follow the throw, attack the throw. You know, focus, don't short arm it. You know, all those things that you repetition and practice to be good at.
Well, how do you translate that into the fog of war, though? I mean, you got to remember a lot of stuff when you got a 300-pound guy chasing you.
Yeah, but it's just like anything. How does a right guard remember to step with his right foot? How does a corner know how to? You know, it's just, you know, it's doing it so many times that it's not actually a thought process during the game. It's a reaction. All right. You know, I'm on the move, bang. This is how it happens. I don't think the quarterback doesn't think about, oh, I can't overstride. I got to keep the ball up. I got to finish with my arm high. I got to follow the throw. You know, it's just he's done it so many times that he becomes efficient.
So this is actually a good thing that he has to run for his life. That he's learning this stuff.
Come on, Chris. You're better than that.
I'm joking.
With Questenberry, can you tell he's still a step behind maybe the other freshmen on the line just because he hasn't had that game day or that game experience?
A step behind the other two freshmen?
Yeah, Caleb and Alex, just because they've been in the game.
Quiz is a sharp guy, man. Yeah, where's he from? San Diego?
Yeah.
I mean, and he's from football. You know, he's kind of a football family. I think his brothers played, and I mean, and you know what? I think he's really excited. You know, I don't think he's worried. I think he's excited about the opportunity he's getting. And you know, fundamentally, yeah, is he a little bit behind because he hasn't had the work that those other guys have, and he hasn't had any game experience. But no, I'm gonna. Like I told you, I mean, I'm excited to watch him play. You know, see what he does.
Are you moving forward this week, assuming that he is going to be the guy at left guard?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I don't know. We still got another 2 days of practice to see how things pan out from there. But right now, I know he's getting a lot of work at the left guard spot for us.
What is the level of concern starting 3 true freshmen on the offensive line?
You know, and I also heard it's going to be like 64 degrees and no rain. Yeah.
Well, it's quite unusual to send 3 guys who were playing high school line. Do you have to alter much at all?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think before you came up, you know, I don't, you know, we're not going to change what we do, but maybe your volume of what you do, you know, you might, you know, we're going to kind of take that down a little bit. So if we could do like a handful of things good instead of trying. This is just old coach speaking. Right? Here's what I got to remember to do is let our kids go out and run what they know and win the game, and not let me try to out-scheme them and put in a bunch of stuff because I think we're young or whatever in certain situations. So to me, it's like cut down the volume of it. All right, let's do some things they feel comfortable with and doing really good. All right, and then let those guys go play.
You can't give us a color-coded level of concern like you share. LOL.
This is like DEFCON 5 or something. Is that what you want?